Few years ago, your hairline was here, right where it should be. Today, it has quietly moved further back. And if you are like most men I speak with, you have been watching it happen, hoping it will stop on its own, or maybe rubbing something on it that someone recommended on the social media. And here is the truth: hair loss in men is happening earlier and faster than ever before. Men in their late 20s and early 30s are already seeing significant thinning. And the first question most people ask is, why me? Why now? So let's start at the beginning. It may run in your family. You see, the first thing you need to understand is that for many men, hairline loss is inherited. If your father lost his hair early, if your uncle hair is smooth, if your grandfather was bald before 40, there is a very real chance your hair is following the same path. This is called androgenetic alopecia, which simply means inherited hair loss. It is not a disease, it is not a curse, it is genetics. Your DNA carries instructions, and some of those instructions include the timeline for your hair. Now, the reason this happens is because of a hormone called DHT, dihydrotestosterone. This hormone takes the small root that grows your hair and slowly shrinks them. And over time, this root becomes so small that they can no longer produce hair. So once the root is gone, the hair doesn't grow back. That is the mechanism. Simple and unfortunately very real for many men. No oil, no products, and no serum from any vendor can change your DNA. What you can do is to slow the process down, but only if you act early. Then, stress is a silent killer of your hair. Let me tell you something about someone I know. By the age of 24, he was paying rent, he was feeding his household, and handling school fees for several younger siblings. By 26, he barely slept. By 28, his hairline has begun to retreat fast. Nobody did anything to him, his lifestyle was the problem. And here is what happens inside your body when you are under prolonged stress. Your body produces a hormone called cortisol. So think of it as your body's alarm system. When cortisol stays elevated for a long time, it disrupts your normal body functions. One of those disruptions affects your hair growth cycle. Your follicles enter what is called a resting phase. They stop producing hair and the existing hair begins to shed faster than the new hair can grow. This can happen after months of poor sleep, emotional trauma, grief, illness, or financial pressure. You see, some people even notice a wave of hair shedding several weeks after a difficult period in their life ends. If that sounds familiar, it's your body catching up to the stress it was under. The lesson here is simple. If you do not rest, your body will rest for you. And sometimes it chooses your hair first. Then, what you eat matters more than you think. Your hair is made up of protein. It grows from the roots that needs to be nourished every single day. So when your diet is mostly processed carbohydrates, noodles, soda, and sugar-heavy meals, your hair roots are essentially being starved. Hair growth requires specific nutrients, requires protein, iron, zinc, omega-3 fatty acids, and B vitamins. These are not luxury items. They are found in eggs, beans, fish, leafy vegetables, and nuts. These are the building blocks that go directly into your hair follicles and keep them strong and alive. So when your diet is poor, your hair strand becomes weak. The roots lose energy. You begin to notice more shedding when you comb your hair, and your edge starts to thin quietly before you even realize what's happening. So eating well for your hair is not complicated, it's not expensive, and it is one of the most powerful things you can do, especially if you are in your 20s and you have time to protect what you have. You also need to understand that tight hairstyles are pulling your roots out. This one applies to both men and women. Some braiding styles, tight cornrows, and heavy extensions apply constant tension to the hair roots. And over time, that tension damages the follicles. This condition is called traction alopecia. And unlike genetic hair loss, this one is entirely preventable. So if your hairline is thinning at the edges specifically, and you wear tight styles regularly, there's a strong chance traction is contributing to it. The fix is straightforward. Give your hair room to breathe. Style it looser. Take breaks between the tight styles. Your roots are not designed to handle constant pulling without eventual damage. And there are situations where your immune system is the problem. So in some cases, hair loss is caused by your own body immune system mistakenly attacking your hair follicle. This leads to patchy bald spots appearing in different areas. This is less common than other causes, but if you are noticing sudden patches rather than a gradual resection, it is worth seeing a doctor. So these immune related conditions sometimes affect other parts of the body as well, and it is important not to ignore them. And there are some things you can actually do. If hair loss run in your family, start early. Keep your scalp clean, avoid harsh chemicals, strong relaxers, and anything that causes burning and irritation to your scalp. Eat real food, protein, healthy fats, vegetables. Simple meals with actual nutritional values do more for your hair than most products people spend money on. And you need to manage your stress. Sleep more, rest intentionally, because your body, including your hair, recovers during rest. Some people use the topical product called minoxidil to stimulate hair follicle. It can work for some people, especially when started early. It was originally developed for blood pressure management, and hair growth was discovered as a side effect. So if you choose to use it, monitor your blood pressure and speak to a healthcare professional first. Then hair transplants are a medical option for those with the means. They involve taking healthy follicles from one part of the scalp and placing them in areas of thinning. They can work, but they carry risk like infection, transplant failure, significant cost. They are not the first step, they are a last resort. So if your follicles are no longer active, be honest with yourself. A clean shave is not a defeat. Many of the most confident men you know wear it well. Your hairline doesn't determine your value, your clarity, your discipline, your health. Those things last longer than your hair. Your hair is telling you something. It's reporting on your hormones, your stress levels, your nutrition, and your habits. So instead of hiding from that message under a cap or drawing a fake edge, listen to what your body is trying to say. So start early, eat well, rest properly, and avoid unnecessary damage. And if something feels wrong, see a dermatologist. They can assess whether your follicles are still active and guide you on what is worth trying. You see, the goal is not just a hairline. The goal is a healthier you, and the healthier you tends to grow better hair too. I am Dr. Emmanuel Bale, and if you find this video helpful, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.